without any expectation, and dedicating all our senses. How we dedicate our senses? Senses which produce distraction, going in the world, building our ego, they are occupied. With eyes, our inner eyes, we see the image of God, personal deity or universal aspect of God. Hearing, we sing the sound of mantra chant. With hands, we do clapping or play instrument. With feet, we dance. And this is why dancing is common. Hare Krishna group, they do jumping and dancing. All the devotional things, they do dancing. Sufis do dancing in circles. And all mystical tradition, American Indians everywhere in mystical tradition, dancing, drums, rhythm are emphasized. So seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, all the senses along with the mind is occupied. And what happens in this process, you don't have to control that my eyes don't go in wrong way, my mind doesn't think of wrong thing. Everything is focused inward, and this is why it becomes meditation. Without trying, without effort, you get in tune. And this is why it's considered easier path of meditation, especially these days. We are in Kali Yuga or Dark Age. Dark Age means from spiritual standpoint, it is Dark Age. For technological, it is Golden Age. But from spiritual standpoint, it's Dark Age because there are so many distractions keep us away from knowing the higher self. Okay. This is why it is called Kali Yuga. Om chant one time. Om. Slowly be aware. Opening your eyes. Stretch of your body if you want. Just make yourself comfortable. So, topic I explained more like dynamic living, just touch here and there. But more spontaneous thing will be everyone is time to share, ask questions, and interaction in small group, so we can take different topics, whatever topic interest, we will take on that. And especially if you are new, you can ask questions. You understand? Do you want to do a little bit of more stretching before we start? You want to do more stretching? Yeah. Maybe swan positions, if you can manage, or anything simplified like forward and backward stretch. In any way, even knees down or anything, this would be very good. Or by sitting, if you want to do any other stretch. go through sharing and asking questions, and whatever topic comes, I will talk on and others can also participate. So those who have been coming for a longer time, they have more to share than those who are new have questions. Yes.
Shanti, I was thinking about a Christian scripture.
Yes.
St. Paul in the New Testament says that the Word of God is like a double-edged sword. It cuts through body, soul, and spirit from each other. And it occurred to me how similar that is to your teaching of the gross body, the astral body, and the bliss shield.
Yes.
Right. And so I was picturing a double-edged sword going down upon my being.
Yes.
And if you picture that double-edged sword, it goes down like this. So the body would be here, the gross body,
Yes.
the soul in the middle, and the spirit.
Yes.
So that once we get them separated, because you said they're all mingled and all scrambled together,
Yes.
once we get them separated, we can experience them as separate
Yes.
and do what you're talking about.
Yes.
Calm the body, quiet the mind of the soul, and then get to the bliss shield.
Right.
And it's so much the same. It's that
Yes.
universal truth that I hear, not just from you, but from other
Yes.
great masters and
Yes.
teachers. It's the same thing.
Leave that.
Sorry.
You found it all right? You found it all right?
Yes.
Yeah, good, good. I'm glad you did.
Thank you.
Good, good. So, Miss earlier part, but there's so much more.
Okay.
So, you are totally new to here.
Right.
So, good. So, right. So, we are going through sharing and introduction since Anne-Marie is sharing. Introduce yourself and bring out whatever else.
Okay. My name is Anne-Marie, and I've been studying with Shanti for 28 years. About 28 years.
Yes.
And I had just gotten married, and I met him, and he awakened me because I was not pretending to be sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. And he definitely awakened me, and I had great resistance because I wanted his brother, who some of you may know is quite a guru or has a history of being quite a guru. All my friends had gone to your brother, and all of my friends had a new name, a Hindu name, and I wanted a new name so that I could be special and wonderful and have this great experience. So all I saw Shanti as doing was this hatha yoga. I thought he was just, and I thought it was all about the body, and I wanted to go quick, like get this spiritual experience. Well, he told me, just give it one day, and I did. I sneaked in the back door, and he said, is Anne-Marie Murphy here? And I said, yes. And he said I could get my money back if I didn't like it. And I was so fascinated by the fact that my body could be quieted. And when my body was quieted, I did experience that spiritual self. And it was, God was good to me because he gave me a little bit of an inkling through your teaching. And it was a week-long teaching. I don't know if you remember, you broke your leg or something that week.
Yeah, Elizabeth Town.
Yeah, no,
That is, they used to have a retreat with like 30 different teachers and couple hundred people staying in the dormitory.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Yes.
it was so wonderful. And then I found out he was in Ocean City, so I could go down to some of his workshops, and I've been reading his books and listening to his message. And what I found in Shanti's message is everywhere, it's in the cells of your body, it is universal truth. And so he is a scientific teacher, so I was able to test every single thing.
Yes.
And I love testing and doing experiments. So I did it, and I found for 15 years straight, I did his routine every morning. And then I had some operations, and I had a lot of trouble getting back, and I'm getting older too. But we happen to be the same age, I think.
Yes.
And so you give me great encouragement.
Yes.
But just even recently, this double-edged sword thing has come to me through my own religion, the Christian religion, Catholic religion, where the double-edged sword is the Word of God. And I think that's any word that comes from you or me or all of us,
Yes.
because we all have spirit within us. And as Shanti says, we're like a glass of water with the sun shining through it. can't shine through it anymore. The sun is God shining through us. And I have felt an expansion and more dynamic stuff from what you have taught. I had a very strict background. I was a nun. Actually, I was a drunken nun, which is hard to imagine, but that's what I was. And I went to AA, and I'm sober 40 years. But almost 30 of those years have been learning from you, Shanti. Thank you so much. You've opened me up to a lot.
Yes. So,
So
real
you gave
yoga.
up being a drunken nun too?
Oh,
At the
yeah.
same time that he met him?
Sure.
Where you were already?
Sure, yeah, I was already in AA, yeah. Only a little while. And it went along with AA, that's another thing. AA is not a religion, no religion. But you have to have a higher power. And
Yes.
you led me to that higher power like I have never experienced.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
And when you are awakened and dynamic, this is what happens. She discovered double-edged sword and its meaning. Okay. So you see new thing and new spark. This is what dynamic is. If I'm drawing you understanding, you gain strength from within instead of somebody tell me what to do. And this is what happens in organized religion. Not only Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, just standard thing. People are mechanical. They don't think. And they feel more comfortable not thinking because they don't have to do it.